Hello everyone, I'm Jasmine Sidhu and I welcome you all to my English channel. In my today's video, I have taken up the explanation of chapter 1 of Moments book, that is the supplementary reader prescribed by CBSE for class 9th. The name of the chapter is The Lost Child and it has been beautifully penned down by Mulk Raj Anand. From the title only, you could you can sense that if a child is separated from his or her parents, what could be the feelings? The child was panicked, the child was feeling nervous, insecure, disconsolate with the situation. So we'll study in this chapter that how this incident happened and eventually what were the repercussions. Was the child united with the parents or he was not united with the parents? Now, before taking the chapter in detail, let me first thank to all my audience, those who have been viewing my videos, liking my videos, and they have subscribed my channel. Rather, I would request to those viewers also, those who are liking my videos, they are seeing my videos constantly, but still they have not subscribed my channel. So quickly subscribe my channel. So let's go back to the chapter. Before commencing the explanation of the chapter, I would like to introduce the author to you all. Now, Mulk Raj Anand, he was the 20th century writer. He was born on 12 December 1905, Peshawar, Pakistan. He did his education from Khalsa College, then eventually he went to University of Cambridge, then University College, London. He was known for his style of writing. And what was his style? He used to depict the lives of poorer castes in traditional Indian society. He used to touch the sensitive issues of the society, and through his writings, he used to spread awareness among the people of India. And he had various awards for his work. He achieved Padma Bhushan in 1968. He was conferred with Sahitya Academy Award in 1971. And some of his notable work are Coolie and Untouchable. Eventually, on 28 September 2004, he passed away at Pune, Maharashtra. Now, let's take the chapter in detail. Now we all know that young children get attracted by little things around them, and often they pressurize their parents to purchase those things. However, the real happiness lies in being with their parents. So this story is basically celebrating the bond of the children with their parent. They have unique bond of love, dependency, protectiveness, expectations, right? And the expectations are mutual. If the child is expecting, parents also do have certain expectations from their children, but a child is very much pampered and he feels secure in that cocoon, in that protective environment of his parents. And the message which the author is trying to give us is that children, they love their parents unconditionally and vice versa. He says that parents need to understand this thing, that children, they are innocent minds. If they are true to you, their love is pure, you should also be loving them unconditionally. We need to understand that they are like wet cement. Whatever falls on them makes an impression. The childhood is an impressionist age for every child. We should be very cautious about the words, about the way we groom our children. Now let's move towards the characters. As I told you, the main character over here is the lost child, and he seems to be a happy, obedient, innocent boy by nature. He never threw tantrums at his parents when they refused to buy him things, and that is the reason why he wins readers' love and admiration for his purity and innocence. Now, the other characters mentioned over here are the parents, father and mother. Here, father appears to be stricter than the mother, but together they made a very strong support system for their child. Their constant concern for their little boy can be seen from the reminders that they were giving him whenever he was lagging behind. Thus, the parents make an impact upon the reader through their affection and concern for their little boy. Now, the third most important character over here is about a generous man. This is a man who actually helped the boy when he was lost. He rescued this boy, and this man is a representative of good people in our society. Though rarely we find people around us those who work selflessly for humanity. They actually sacrifice their own privileges of life for the welfare of the society. Though such people are few, but we do have such people in society. So this man, he basically represented people, those who are genuinely good natured human beings in society. He rescued the child, he sincerely tried his best to find his parents because he understood the plight of the child and the parents, right? Thus, he reassures the readers that general goodness is still alive in human beings. Now, let's start with the explanation of the chapter. Now, how the chapter opens. The opening scene is the author describes that it was a spring festival and all the villagers, they were very happy and they were brightly dressed up to go to a fair which was organized in their village. Now this little boy and his parents were also among that crowd. The kid was very excited and thrilled to see the small things in the fair. And as I told you, it's natural. The children, they easily get attracted towards the things around them. Now, at the moment he entered the fair, the first thing he got attracted to was the shop of toys. He saw a vendor who was selling toys and he wanted to purchase it, but he didn't have the courage to tell his father that please buy him because he felt that they have just entered the fair and he has started putting his demands which will not be appreciated by his parents. So he moved forward slowly and slowly, though his eyes were still lingering on the receding toys. He was noticing them. But then his mother called that come fast, don't be behind. And she understood, being a mother, she was aware what the child wanted, but she drew his attention towards the mustard field. She started showing him the gaudy dragonflies and she tried to divert his attention, and within a fraction of seconds the boy was comfortable. He was running after the dragonflies. He was actually attracted by the bright, vibrant colors of the wings of the dragonfly. And then they moved ahead. Now, after walking for some time, the parents, they felt tired. They sat under the shady tree, and over there, the child was running around the trees. He was happy listening to the cooing sound of the doves. He loved to collect the flower petals which were falling from the trees, as we all are aware during the spring season how the flowers blossom. So he was loving to collect those petals. He ran after the dove and he was enjoying his fare. Then eventually they moved ahead. They proceeded further to have a view of other things in the fair. Now he came across a sweet meat seller. He was actually selling sweets like gulab jamun, rasgulla, barfi, and he actually wanted to have that barfi. But then he told to himself that if he'll ask for this, his parents will say that you are greedy. So he quietly he murmured in his mouth only and he moved ahead. Then he saw a flower seller. Right now he wanted that garland of gulmohar, but again he answered to him to his own self only that my father will say that such a cheap thing you want from the fair, have something which is good. So quietly again he moved ahead with his parents. Then he came across a balloon seller. He was having various colored balloons, yellow, red, green, purple, and he wanted those balloons. But then again, He felt that if he's going to demand this thing from his father, he'll say that you are too old to play with balloons. So again, he just controlled his feeling and he moved further. Then he saw a snake charmer. He was actually mesmerized by the flute the snake charmer was playing and the way the snake was making ripples in the air. He was attracted, but then again he thought that if I'll tell my father, he'll say what a bad sound you want to listen. It's not a good choice. So again he stopped himself. But then when he eventually reached at the roundabout, over there he could not control himself. He made a very bold request to his parents that this time I want to have a ride on this roundabout swing. And he called loudly to ask for money and permission from his parents. But when he called his parents, he didn't get any reply. With surprise, he just turned back, and what did he see? His parents were not there. And a twist in the story comes. At that moment, he was so scared. He started shouting. His eyes were red. He was crying badly. He fell down. His all new clothes got, full of mud because he was looking for his parents, but he could not find them around. Now he saw a temple. He thought that maybe my parents might have gone inside the temple to pay obeisance to the idols. So he tried to move through the entrance of the temple so that he could look for his parents. But the temple was overcrowded. He was knocking between the feet of the adults. And on top, he was crying badly, but he was lucky enough that a man actually heard his sound and he came for his rescue. He saved him from that crowd, otherwise, he would have been trampled in that crowd. He saved him, he tried to console him, and he asked him, why are you crying? Where are your parents? But the child, he couldn't speak, right? Only thing was that his eyes were looking all around the fair for his parents. Then the man, he wanted that the child should first stop crying. So he tried to get him all those things which he actually wanted when he was moving with his parents. He took him to the balloon seller. He made him listen to the snake charmer. He offered him sweets. He offered him toys. But the child refused everything. Only thing which he was demanding was my father, my mother. And the story ends abruptly, leaving an emotional effect upon the readers. The readers, they kept on thinking that it was a bad ending because the child was not united with the parents, right? But yes, definitely I would love to hear from you that if you would have been the author of this story, what ending you would have given to the story. Please mention in the comment box. So that's all about this story, my lovely viewers. I hope you might have liked my video. If you have liked, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much.